All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity, fearlessness, and all honesty. And to you few Akwaf that's in obedience to your husbands. And if you don't have a husband, you're still doing what was required of the gospel and keeping that faith. We are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, which consists of the so-called black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Americans, all right? Prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom that we call America. In the Bible, it's called Sodom and Egypt, or Mystery Babylon. Another lesson through the Spirit. Of course, I'm scrolling because there's so much happening, especially over there in the Middle East. You have a lot going on, and guess who wants to put their nose in it? America. The downfall of the kingdom is trying to put their nose in it because of the pride they have, right? Because they feel they can do something about such things. You know, they feel like they can conquer this thing, but their ending is now. You know, this is the downfall of this wicked kingdom. You know, World War III is on the brink. Let's say that. To sum it all up, World War III is on the brink. And I have a video here when you got your Sleepy Joe, you know, which is the president of today of America. U.S. has an obligation to be involved in wars in Israel and Ukraine. And that's the pride of these people. They feel like they can protect outside, but yet we have a large case of homelessness. Yeah, we have a large case of obesity. Yeah, we have a large case of hyperinflation. We got nothing but horrible things happening in this here America, but they want to stick their nose in other business and be part of funding BS. All right. So we're gonna see this video of Sleepy Joe speaking and all that because of the pride, and then we'll move right along. You see that? So the precept, because America is full of pride. That's all this place is about. Pride. You know, and along with Israel over there, pride, and along with Ukraine, pride. All right, nothing but wickedness backing up wickedness. All right, let's go to Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. And the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, though that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And we all know Esau, which is the culprit here, the suspect here, is actually they come from the clefts of the rocks. They come from the caves. They come from they have their space stations out there in the solar system, so called. They're the ones thinking that they're high up. They think they're God, you know, and their pride is deceiving them, because guess what? They don't realize these other nations are fed up with the built up over the years and through history, the built up untrust and the built up robbing and stealing and colonization of the people, especially oppressed people. They're tired, and when they get nuclear weapons and get the power, they're going to utilize that. You know, they're tired of being picked on and being bullied and being sanctioned. All right. And Israel has put nothing but missiles over there in Gaza, which is in Palestine, for years. And them people getting tired, but at the same time, it's a plot twist. You know, but Esau feel like they can do anything. They feel like they're God. They want their hands in everything. All right. Go to the next video. We're just gonna be sporadic here. This is a picture. The British Museum after we decolonize it. And that's just a saying because to be honest, man, when the Lord come back, everything's gonna be a desolate. You know, everything's gonna be desolate, desolated. Ain't no decolonization, nothing. It's just everything's gonna be destroyed. All this shit's gonna be destroyed. But we get it. But they've been stealing, they've stolen all this stuff, and this goes back to this war going on. The land has been stolen. It doesn't belong to the Palestinians over there, which are Arabs, and it doesn't belong to Amalek, which are the so-called small hats over there. It doesn't belong to no one. They are thieves of the Israelites. They are thieves, and they're fighting over something that's not theirs. The gold, all that stuff. I don't. If you can't hear that, I'm just gonna go to museum scene. This might be a better outtake here. you get the gist. He basically said, I like that scene too. He basically said, that come from Wakanda. The vibranium that was stolen by Benin, and he said, don't worry, I'll take it off your hands. All right, let me see. Take it off your hands. That's basically what he said. And she was wondering. She was like, it's not for sale. And he was like, what? How do you think your people got it? It wasn't for sale then. You guys took it, And that just ultimately where I'm getting at is, Esau's going to be judged off of the rob, stealing, and the destroying of our people and stealing everything, the land of our people. Matter of fact, let me go to Micah. Is that 2? Okay. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And that's what these wicked elites do. And that's what this wicked place, Babylon, called America, has been doing. They have nothing but elites working to put nothing but wickedness upon their, thinking about wickedness upon their beds. And they have the power to do so. That's why you got the Vicky juice, and you got these pestilence, and you got nothing but unjust wickedness, and you got nothing but wicked laws being passed. You got these wars and rumors of wars, and pretty much taking of people's heritage and taking people's lands and taking people's valuables and victuals, and they covet. In Micah chapter 2, verse 2, and they covet fields and make them by violence and take them by violence. All right. So the lady looking at the Killmonger talking about these things are not for sale. And he looked at her like, how did you get it? And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house and even a man in his heritage. And that's what's going on. The Lord is causing a lot of turbulence over there in the Middle East, because then people they've took land, they've took heritages, and you will never have peace if you take something of the apples of the Lord's eyes. All right, and it is what it is. All right, you'll never have any peace. All right, let's go to Job. Chapter 3, verse 5. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. All right. So, let me start at 4. Let me see. After this, open. Job spake. Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which I was said, there is a man child conceived. Let the darkness be darkness, and let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let the darkness and the shadow of death. Oh, Salakia. I was supposed to go to Joel. I knew something wasn't. I was supposed to go to Joel. Joel chapter 3, verse 5. Joel chapter 3, verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold. And there it is. They've taken the people, our people's silver and the gold, and have carried unto your temples my goodly, pleasant things. All right. And that's what Esau has done. The British and your France, all your European states that colonized people, Spain, they colonized the people and took everything. All right. And it says that in the scriptures, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things. And the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, and ye might remove them far from their border. Didn't they not do that? to the Israelites, your so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics. They are going to pay for that, and that is why these wars and rumors of wars and these earthquakes and everything is happening. See, when you're in this truth, you know why things are happening. When people are not in the truth and have no faith, they're scared to death. We know what's going on, so we have comfort in it. We know it must happen. We know the Lord is coming to destroy this kingdom, which is brought up by blood, backs of our people, by blood, sweat, and tears of our people. All right. And it must not stand. All right. And they got to get back. They got to bring what that scripture. That wasn't a scripture, Salaki, but they got to get it back in blood. We're going to get it back in blood, and that's the Lord said, vengeance is mine. The Lord is going to, that's why this stuff is happening. Just like in the days of the Egyptian Pharaoh, when the Lord had put plagues upon them and all that stuff. France has plagues of bed bugs in France. Like it's a state of emergency of bed bug. That's a plague. Didn't that happen in Egypt? And France is one of those they colonized the people. All right. They colonized. That's why you have Haitians, which is the tribe of Levi, speaking French over in Haiti. And there's a lot of wickedness going on over there. You got Congo, which was colonized. That's why you get your coltan for your phones. That's where you get your gold and all that stuff. They speak French over there because the French colonized them and did that BS. That's why they got bed bugs plagued with bed bugs over there. All right. Because what did it say? They stole the silver and gold. All right. Let's go to Job chapter 20, verse 15. He that swallowed down riches, and he have swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. So they vomited it up. They gonna vomit up all our shit. We need that shit back. Run that. That's how it's going. It's gonna be a transaction or transition of power. The head the head right now is Esau, Edom, and we're gonna be the head. That's why I said in the scriptures, Esau is the ending, but the beginning thereof is Jacob. Esau's the end of the world, but the beginning thereof is Jacob. So the ending is manifesting, and we must see recompense. All right, we must see recompense. Let me show you. I was looking up a regular go. Recompense. I forget what scripture that was. There it is. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. See, it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that troubled you. All right. It's a righteous thing to see your enemy go down, to recompense they get 10 times of what we got. It's a righteous thing to see that, man. We're going to get that recompense. All right. Because they stole our heritage. They stole everything. All right. And that's why you see Jake out there looking crazy. Jake out there indulging in homosexuality. Jake and Eve. Jake out there strung out on drugs. Jake out there dealing with each other's wives. Jake out there with serial killer music influencing the youth. Jake can't even be a good parent to their babies. Jake can't even give a nuclear family to his children. All right. And that's all part of curses, but it's about to reverse. The Lord's about to reverse this. All right. And as you see, these countries round about, hold on one second, round about Palestine, they've been seeing the oppression that Israel has been doing to the Palestinians for years and decades, and what they've been doing other countries too. So they know that they're being bullied by these so-called small hats in Israel. They know. So a lot of countries are having the backs of Palestinians because it's a lot of wickedness that they're trying to make an excuse to do war crimes. Israel. They're trying to make an excuse to drop bombs on women, children, and stuff like that. All right. While on the news, they're lying about their death counts. They're photoshopping pictures and stuff, But I won't say too much. But all I'm saying is most of these countries, which Russia and all these stuff, are getting tired of the bullying, of the attacking and oppressing people, then turn around and play the victim. They're tired of this shit, and they're standing up for themselves. They're coming for these. The Lord ultimately have causing this World War III is coming, man. It's going to hit America because America has his hand in it too. All right. Let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 4. And then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. These are the signs of the end of Esau's kingdom. All right. The end is manifest. When you see wars, when you see hyperinflation, when you see earthquakes, when you see volcanoes, there's an earthquake that happened I think 4 or 5 times over in Afghanistan. But that's the only earthquake that made the news. There's so many earthquakes happening every hour on the hour. You got to just get that website and it'll show you. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and at the end an end, and the end is manifest. Even so the time also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and ending is effect in signs, and endings in effect in signs. So the Lord is putting those signs out there, man. Different plagues, like France being plagued. You see these countries round about are sticking up for each other against the oppression of these small hats in Israel and America, And America still has that pride, as you see. All right. So that's just the Lord ultimately bringing in World War III, That's why it's time to repent and get right with the Lord at this moment, With that being said, hoping this was edifying to the elect, I'll give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.